December 2023 to December 2024, Rafi Saab's 100th birth anniversary would be on the 24th of December 2024. So, Rafi Saab, the great singer, the great human being, will remember him today and make a short presentation about Rafi Saab. This will be with video clips, interesting anecdotes, and an interactive quiz and humor also. So let's begin now. Rafi Saab, Mohammad Rafi Saab, about his voice. संगीत प्रेमियों की दुनिया में रोटी कपड़ा मकान और मुस्कान के बाद जीवन में कोई बुनियादी जरूरत रही तो वो थी रफी साहब की आवाज. His was a voice that transcends words and mesmerized millions of people all over the world. All categories of people of all ages love his voice. The person, well, he was a supremely compassionate person. He had an endearing character, an indelible impression he left on people, and a sublime fragrance lingers in the hearts of those whose lives he touched. So he was a great human being and a great singer too. This was a rare combination, and that was Rafi Saab. And we will talk about certain qualities of his as a singer, certain qualities of his as a human being, and thereby pay tributes to this great person, this great artist. So the car dilemma is this, that, Rafi Saab once purchased a left-hand drive Impala car, and he found that his driver Sultan was not very comfortable with it. So people told him that, why don't you get another driver? So he looked around, and within a day or two, he got another driver who was competent, an experienced driver in left-hand drive. I'm talking of those days, way back in the 50s and 60s. So then, but Rafi Saab was in a dilemma that if I take this new driver, what will happen to Sultan, his regular driver? He'll go out of business, and he'll have to look for a job, and he was not very happy about the situation because he was a very considerate person. So then what he did is, finally, he purchased a taxi for 70,000 rupees, got a permit, and gave it as a gift to Sultan so that he can drive the taxi and earn his livelihood. This brings out the generosity of Rafi Saab, that he had a great consideration, great regard for all his people, and would do best to see that they are not inconvenienced in any way. This is a true hallmark of a great person, that is Rafi Saab. And talking about vehicles, this is a song that we can take about a vehicle.
पुकारता चला हूँ मैं गली गली बहार की बस एक छाँव जुल्फ की बस एक निगाह प्यार की पुकारता चला हूँ मैं गली गली बहार की बस एक छाँव जुल्फ की बस एक निगाह प्यार की पुकारता चला हूँ मैं
ओके, पुकारता चला हूं मैं. तो पत्नी डॉक्टर को कहती है कि माय हस्बैंड हैज दिस हैबिट ऑफ टॉकिंग इन हिज स्लीप. माय हस्बैंड हैज दिस हैबिट ऑफ टॉकिंग इन हिज स्लीप. व्हाट शुड आई डू? सो डॉक्टर सेज, गिव हिम अ चांस टू स्पीक व्हेन ही इज अवेक. पुकारता चला हूं मैं, वो ये गाना था. एंड द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन फॉर यू, for which hero has Rafi Saab sung the maximum number of songs? If anybody has an answer, you can unmute and immediately give the answer. Otherwise, I'll go to the answers because we don't have much time. Okay.
Dilip Kumar.
No, not Dilip. No,
Dilip Kumar.
No, the correct answer is Shammi Kapoor. For Shammi Kapoor, Rafi Saab has sung 170 songs. Okay, that is number one. Number two, for whom he has sung the maximum number of songs is Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker, the comedian. For him, he has sung the maximum number of songs. And what happened is, we are talking of a song from the film An Evening in Paris. Now, this was a very wonderful song, and Shamiji told Shakti Samanta, the producer, that when you are recording the song, I want to be present. So please tell me. I'm going abroad, but then please wait for me to come back and then do the recording. And Shamiji went abroad. When he returned, he was surprised to find that the song had already been recorded. He was upset about it. But when he listened to the song, he was dumbfounded, because whatever nuances had to be incorporated in the song, all that had happened, and Rafi Saab had done it. He just didn't understand how, and he rushed to Rafi Saab and told him, how did you do this? And Rafi Saab said, I just visualized that it was you who were going to sing, and the background was known to me. So I kept that in mind and sang the song. So that is how this song was recorded, this wonderful number. And the song is Asman Se Aaya Farishta, Pyar Ka Sabak Siklane. And when this song was being decided, Shamiji just joked with the producer, this is a song in which I should ascend from the skies. He just joked with him. But then one day when he was in Beirut, Lebanon, the producer rang him up and said, tomorrow morning we are going to have a shooting of this song. In the helicopter, you will come down from the helicopter. Get ready. Tomorrow at 6 o'clock, you have to report for the shooting. Now, Shamiji was scared of heights, and he was really worried what's going to happen, because he had joked with him, and Shakti Samanta had already made all arrangements. So morning he got up at 5 o'clock, went to the bar, had 2 pegs of brandy, and then went to the shooting spot. Then he was in his bathrobe and he went up the helicopter. Then the second problem was, he could not hear what was happening, because the noise from the helicopter was drowning the sound of the song. Then what happened is, from on the ground, Shakti Samanta sang the song, and Shami Kapoor looked at him and sang, because he knew the song. So he looked at Shakti Samanta and he sang the song, and this is how the song was recorded. A wonderful picturization, and you'll see this in the song. Rafi Saab, who like an angel landed from the sky.
आसमान से आया फरिश्ता प्यार का सबक सिखलाने दिल में है तस्वीर यार की लाया हूँ वो दिखलाने आसमान से आया फरिश्ता प्यार का सबक सिखलाने दिल में है तस्वीर यार की लाया हूँ वो दिखलाने कहो प्यार है तुमसे वो जाना कहो प्यार है तुमसे कर लो इकरार प्यार का हमसे तुम सीखो जरा सीखो अंदाज प्यार का हमसे तुम कर लो अज कर लो इकरार प्यार का हमसे तुम आसमान से आया फरिश्ता प्यार का सबक सिखलाने दिल में है तस्वीर यार की लाया हूँ वो दिखलाने कहो प्यार है तुमसे वो जाना कहो प्यार है तुमसे
Okay, I hope you are able to hear the song. Okay. Like an angel, as I said, Rafi Saab was like a farishta. और कहते हैं कि इस दुनिया में दोस्त ही फरिश्ते हैं, बाकी सब रिश्ते होते हैं. और अगला क्या है? Is there a connection between hair combing and the final take of a song recording? This is where Rafi Saab is concerned. And Rafi Saab had a peculiar habit that when the song recording was, when he felt that the final recording has been done, he used to take a comb from his pocket and run through his hair, comb his hair. That was a habit that he had. You see, in those days, it was a very difficult situation. All the musicians of numbering about 50 or 60 and the singer would all rehearse and final recording would be done. And even if there is a small mistake by anybody, by the singer or by the musician, they had to repeat this all over again till perfection was achieved. So, number of takes, retakes used to happen for song recording. So, in this, the peculiar habit that Rafi Saab had was that when he felt that finally everything has come out all right, because he could judge with his experience, he would remove this comb from his pocket and run it through his hair. So, this was a song recording of music composer Shankar Jaikishan. For Shankar Jaikishan, this recording was going on, and then at some stage, after a number of retakes had happened, Rafi Saab removed his comb and ran it through the hair. When the musicians saw this, they started packing their bags. And Shankar Jaikishan, Shankar who was there, he got very annoyed. He said, why is it that you are packing the bag? I have not told you anything. And they said that Rafi Saab has just combed his hair. He said, you were surprised. He said, Rafi Saab combing the hair and the final take, what is the connection? Then they told him that when everything has gone off all right and the recording has come out perfect, then normally Rafi Saab takes out his comb and runs it through his hair. He did that. So we thought this is the final recording. So initially Shankar was confused. Then he burst out laughing. He said, indeed, that was the final take. And that's right. We have done the final take. And this is how one song of Shankar Jaikishan, an experience of Rafi Saab, a habit of Rafi Saab. And Rafi Saab would generally, listen to whatever the music directors told him to do. But at times he used to also venture to give a suggestion. Like, for example, मैं चली पीछे पीछे जहां, from the film Professor, there was one line, सजदे में हुस्न के झुक गया आसमां. Now that was the original tune was something different, and Rafi Saab suggested to the music director Shankar Jaikishan that what if I start on a lower octave and go to a higher note, and he sang it up, sang that and showed it to the music composers, and they found it was absolutely wonderful, and that's how the song recording was done also, and went on to become a hit. So this was a song from the film Professor, and once a professor of logic asked his students, professor of logic, he said, if Himalayas are to the north of India, if Kerala is to the south of India, if Gujarat is to the west of India, and if Kolkata is to the east of India, then what is my age? The student got up and said, 60, sir, 60, 60. Professor said, absolutely right. How did you get the correct answer? To which the student said, I have a brother at home. He is half mad and he is 30. So, professor of logic. And from logic, let us go to matters of the heart. Okay, matters of the heart is this, that a film called Hamsaya. Hamsaya came in 1968, which had Joy Mukherjee and as a producer-director. And it had also Mala Sinha and Sharmila Tagore and music of O.P. Nayyar. So, Jabardast, star cast and Jabardast music. And it was released in Maratha Mandir in 1968. But despite all the ingredients, this film flopped very badly at the box office. And Joy Mukherjee was in big trouble because he was a producer-director. So, when Rafi Saab came to know that this finances have become a big problem for Joy Mukherjee, he took his packet of money. He had received 10,000 rupees for his contribution, his song contribution for the film. He went with a packet of 10,000 rupees and returned it to Joy Mukherjee. Joy Mukherjee, of course, refused to take it. But then he told him, listen, you have to listen to the matters of the heart and you have to take it. I am giving it to you. So he used this song to convince him. Do you know which was this song? This song.
दिल की आवाज भी सुन, दिल की आवाज भी सुन, मेरे फसाने पे न जा, मेरी नजरों की तरफ देख, ज़माने पे न जा, दिल की आवाज भी सुन, मेरे फसाने पे न जा, मेरी नजरों की तरफ देख, ज़माने पे न जा, दिल की आवाज भी सुन.
दिल की आवाज भी सुन. कहते हैं कि जीवन में कामयाब होने के लिए 3 फैक्ट्री लगाओ। जीवन में कामयाब होने के लिए 3 फैक्ट्री लगाओ। दिमाग में आइस फैक्ट्री, जुबान पे शुगर फैक्ट्री और दिल में लव फैक्ट्री, फिर लाइफ होगी सेटिस्फैक्ट्री। तो दिल की आवाज भी सुन, लिसन टू द मैटर्स ऑफ द हार्ट एंड लव एवरीबडी। व्हाट आर द हॉबीज ऑफ रफी साहब? Rafi Saab's hobbies were playing carom, badminton. He was good at these games, and flying kites. Now, flying kites, he, of course, his partner used to be Manna Dey. Manna Dey, also a singer of the yesteryears, of the golden era. And both of them, their favorite pastime used to be flying kites. But whenever they were flying kites, invariably, Manna Dey would be able to cut the kite of Rafi Saab. And Rafi Saab once asked him, complained to him, how is it every time you cut my kite? I'm not able to do that. So Manna Dey gave an answer. He said, like flying kites is like your behavior. You're so simple, so humble, and you just don't know any strategies in life. So also you don't have any strategies for flying kites or trying to be one up on another person and cut him down. You don't have these qualities, and it brings out also in your kite flying. That's why you lose the kite. So this remark of Manna Dey really reveals the good nature of Rafi Saab, a person who is admired by everybody, by all his singers, whether it is Kishore Kumar, whether it is Manna Dey, whether it was Mukesh, all great admirers of Rafi Saab. That is how it was. And referring to kite flying, let's go to this kite flying song.
चली चली रे पतंग मेरी चली रे, चली चली रे पतंग मेरी चली रे, चली बादलों के पार होके डोर पे सवार, सारी दुनिया ये देख देख चली रे, चली चली रे पतंग मेरी चली रे। हवा में लहराए, जैसे उड़न खटोला उड़ा जाए, यूं मस्त हवा में लहराए, जैसे उड़न खटोला उड़ा जाए, लेके मन में लगन जैसे कोई दुल्हन चली जाए रे सांवरिया की गली रे, चली चली रे पतंग मेरी चली रे, चली चली रे पतंग मेरी चली रे, चली बादलों के पार होके डोर पे सवार, सारी दुनिया ये देख देख चली रे, चली चली रे पतंग मेरी चली रे,
चली चली रे पतंग मेरी चली रे। एक स्मार्ट बीवी उस पेपर वेट की तरह होती है जो अपने पति को फटफटाने तो देती है पर उड़ने नहीं देती। ओके, so we had this song from the film Chali Chali Re, from the film Bhabhi. Do you know who are the actors on screen and who was the music director? Anybody? Quickly, otherwise we'll go to the next.
Jagdeep and Nanda.
Absolutely right. And the music was Chitragupt. Okay. So some questions for you for about Rafi Saab. He has sung in how many languages? Well, he has sung in 18 Indian and 6 foreign languages. 18 Indian and 6 foreign languages. He has worked with how many music directors, music composers? You'll be surprised to know he has worked with 243 music directors. With how many lyricists? The people who write the poems. How many lyricists he has worked with? 310. 310. Let me tell you, these are all amazing figures. How many songs he has sung? 4,425 in Hindi, 7,405 total number of songs. And he has won 6 Filmfare Awards. 6 Filmfare Awards. Okay, so this is something extraordinary achievements by a singer of extraordinary caliber. And therefore, let's hear this extraordinary song.
बार बार देखो, हजार बार देखो, कि देखने की चीज है हमारा दिल रुबा, टाले हो, टाले हो, टाले हो। ओ बार बार देखो, हजार बार देखो, कि देखने की चीज है हमारा दिल रुबा, टाले हो, टाली हो टाली हो।
बार बार देखो हजार बार देखो is from the film. Anybody? Which film? Who are the actors there? Film is Chinatown. Okay, and you saw on the screen Shammi Kapoor with whom?
Shakila.
Shakila is right. Shakila is right. Absolutely. Shammi Kapoor, Shakila, Chinatown. Now, the question to you is, where was love born? Where was love born? Chinatown. So we say, love was born in China. No guarantee, no warranty. चले तो चांद तक, नहीं तो शाम तक. That is love. Love was born in China. और बार बार देखो, हजार बार देखो. जो एक बार गलती करे वो इंसान, जो दो बार गलती करे वो नादान, जो तीन बार गलती करे वो शैतान, जो बार बार गलती करे वो पाकिस्तान, और जो बार बार माफ करे वो हिंदुस्तान. Okay, now we go to the next incident, the next story, and this is about an art exhibition in Taj Mahal Hotel. There was an art exhibition of paintings at Taj Mahal Hotel, and the painter was a person by name Sharad, and there were many visitors, and the one such visitor came to Taj Mahal Hotel, and he had a look at the painting. He was very impressed. He went to the painter and told him, I'm really, really greatly appreciate your paintings. What is your name? And, he asked him all that. After some time, the painter asked this gentleman, may I know about you? Who are you? You are admiring my paintings so much. May I know about you? So this person said, they called me Mohammad Rafi, and I sing songs for Hindi films. Sharad did not expect this answer at all. He was a great fan of Mohammad Rafi. And when he heard this, he could not believe his ears, and he fell at his feet. He said, I'm so blessed to have you in this art exhibition, admiring my paintings. They became very good friends, and Rafi Saab spent 10,000 rupees. In those days, 10,000 was a big amount, buying those paintings. Later on, he gave him 50,000 rupees for setting up an art gallery. That was the big heart that Rafi Saab had for people. He gave him that much money to set up a art gallery, and that was a lifelong friendship that Rafi Saab had, not only with Sharad, but with people wherever and whomsoever he met. They were all his lifelong friends, because he never had any enemies. He never hurt anybody. Let's listen to something about the घर now.
फिर भी मैं तेरे घर के सामने एक घर बनाऊंगा, तेरे घर के सामने दुनिया बसाऊंगा, तेरे घर के सामने एक घर बनाऊंगा, तेरे घर के सामने। में वफाएं हो तो तूफान किनारा है, बिजली हमारे लिए प्यार का इशारा है, तन मन लुटाऊंगा, तेरे घर के सामने दुनिया बसाऊंगा, तेरे घर के सामने एक घर बनाऊंगा, तेरे घर के सामने।
Who are the actors on the screen? Who are the music composer? Anybody quickly?
Nutan and Devanand.
Nutan, and music of Sachin Dev Burman. That was तेरे घर के सामने. And घर की बात करें तो जो घर बसे, जो हंसे उनके घर बसे, कहते हैं जो हंसे उनके घर बसे, पर घर बसने के बाद कितने हंसे. भाई, that's an important point. तब गम कितने कम थे जब घर में कमरे कम थे. Okay, अब the next story is okay. It's Rafi Saab was believed to be many to be a true saint. You see, what happened is he used to he was a religious minded person, and he used to go to the masjid and Bandra Masjid. And once when he went to the masjid, after he comes out from the masjid, he would distribute money to all those people, the beggars who sit over there. He used to distribute alms, give them money and all that. And one such beggar told Rafi साहब, गुस्ताखी माफ, पर आप मुझे वो गाना सुना सकते हैं, that song, दिल में छुपा के प्यार का तूफान लिए चले. Can you sing that song for me? The beggar is asking Rafi साहब. Rafi साहब said, a masjid is not the place for music. If you want to hear the song, come with me. And he took him to his Audi car, which was parked some distance away. He made the beggar sit in the rear seat. He also sat down and sang the complete song. Just imagine a legend like Rafi Saab, on the request of a beggar, is singing the entire song for him, and after that gave him 100 rupees also, for a big amount. So for a nameless person, Rafi Saab does so much. His generosity, his way of helping people, some are known, many are not known, because he used to do it to help people. He didn't want any publicity. He didn't want to, make a drama of it. He would genuinely help people. That was the greatness of Rafi Saab. And this song, which he sang for a nameless person, let's listen to this.
में छुपा के प्यार का तूफान ले चले हम आज अपनी मौत का सामान ले चले मौत का सामान ले चले दिल में छुपा के प्यार का तूफान ले चले मिटता है कौन देखिए उल्फत की राह में उल्फत की राह में मिटता है कौन देखिए उल्फत की राह में बोले चले हैं आन तो हम जान ले चले मौत का सामान ले चले दिल में छुपा के प्यार का तूफान ले
That is Nadira and Dilip Kumar on the screen in the film Aan. Aan, Allah Ishwar kahan hai? Dil mein छुपा के प्यार का. And I told you about the masjid इंसिडेंट जिसे ख्वाबों में पाना हो वो सो जाने से मिलता है वो जिसको ढूंढते फिरते हो मंदिर और मस्जिद में वो खोजने से नहीं खो जाने से मिलता है खोजने से नहीं खो जाने से मिलता है a person always smiling always spreading joy and this brings us to the next dilemma that HMV had. Now HMV wanted to bring a long playing record. In those days you had the long playing record, that's how songs were sold in the market through records, and HMV wanted to bring a long playing record of Rafi Saab sad songs. Now for that they wanted a picture of Rafi Saab looking sad. Okay, so they asked him and they searched around. They could not find a single picture in which Rafi Saab is sad. All the photos that they were able to lay hands on were all Rafi Saab smiling, in a good mood, all such photos. Then they abandoned the idea of bringing out an LP, long playing record. But Rafi Saab was like that, always kind, always generous, always smiling, always helping. That was Rafi Saab's nature. And with this, let's hear this one song.
ये देख के दिल झूमा ले प्यार ने अंगड़ाई, दीवाना हुआ बादल, सावन की घटा छाई, ये देख के दिल झूमा, ले प्यार ने अंगड़ाई, दीवाना हुआ बादल। तकदीर न थी तुम सा जो कोई महबूब मिले, दिल आज खुशी से पागल है, दिल आज खुशी से पागल है, ऐ जान वफा तुम खूब मिले, ऐ जान वफा तुम खूब मिले, दिल क्यों न बने पागल, क्या तुमने अदा पाई, ये देख के दिल झूमा, ले प्यार ने अंगड़ाई, दीवाना हुआ बादल।
As I said, HMV could not get any photo of Rafi Saab looking sad. He was always smiling. हर मर्ज का इलाज नहीं होता दवा खाने में, कहते हैं कि हर मर्ज का इलाज नहीं होता दवा खाने में, कुछ दर्द तो चले जाते हैं सिर्फ मुस्कुराने में, इसलिए मुस्कुराइए, spread smiles, and you find a man without a smile, give him one of yours. It is necessary that we all smile. Rafi Saab was an inspired creation of the divine. Okay, now Rafi Saab was, many believed him to be a farishta. Many said he is a person who happens once in centuries, a man of few words, and he would speak very softly. In fact, people could not even hear him when he used to speak. But when he used to come in front of the mic, he was like a lion, roaring like a lion when he used to sing those songs. And he earned praise from everybody, but he was so humble about it. And some examples I have given. There is so much to be talked about Rafi Saab. So many stories are there. So many anecdotes are there, so many incidents are there, and so many examples are there of the greatness of Rafi Saab in the short span of about half an hour. The few things that we can cover to bring out his qualities as a singer and his character is what we have attempted. He always used to encourage newcomers. He never had that feeling that somebody is a competitor, never. His greatest admirer was Kishore Kumar, and he has helped Kishore Kumar when the emergency, they had banned the songs. It was Rafi Saab who helped him to come back, and then the ban was lifted. Rafi Saab was responsible for that. He used to consider all his music directors as his gurus. People were half his age. He used to say, "You are my guru, and I have to learn from him." He never cancelled recordings, no tantrums. Extremely humble, very humble, and therefore we can say Rafi Saab really has been God's gift to mankind. And this is just a small tribute to Rafi Saab. I hope you all enjoyed it, and some facets of Rafi Saab that you've seen in this short span of time.
Very much, very much.
Thank
It
you.
was very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
See
you,
you again.
Premji. It was wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank you.
Premji.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Come
So
again.
if you like this,
See you
we can
again.
do on other music directors, singers.
We
We can
enjoy.
have such programs to bring out their songs and their capabilities and their achievements. All
Yes, sure.
we can do that. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much
Yes.
for coming. Thank
Thank
you.
you. And come
Thank
see
you.
you again.
Thank
See
you.
you
Thank you
again.
so much. Thank
We
you.
wish you were there
Come
with us for a
again.
longer time.
Yeah.
Longer
I
time.
have. Yeah. I
Then-
know. I have to finish. I really have only half an
Yeah.
hour.